want to ask you about Harmonize. You see him growing and become big, and one time he wanted to be your challenge. Of course, he couldn't be. How did it make you feel, like the person who actually came from your hand trying to challenge, like a kid challenge his father?
Ni faraja. Mimi jue nimepata bahati. I'm super lucky the fact that all of my artists are doing very big. All of the artists come from Harmonize, Rayvanny, Zuchu, Mbosso, different artists. They're doing very big, and of course it gives me pride, and I feel so good. I feel so proud that it's like, you see, when you see ukiona mtoto wako anaanza kutambaa tembea, wanasema anazungumza, it makes you feel like eba na uzao wangu unazungumza. You feel like, I was telling one of my friends the other time when my kids were here, so wanaongea na mwanangu anaongea na mimi kitu zima, and she was asking me like, cause paka sasa hivi hajajua bado kama mimi na mtoto mwingine out. Is it true, Papa, you have another kid? So the way hapo yani nilikuwa nasikia raha na unaona yani so that same thing, the feeling that you feel is the same feeling you see. Like, nasikia raha nikiona kama wasanii ambao wametoka mkononi mwangu ndo wako katika zile namba pale pupu, sio kwa ubaya, lakini kozi ni raha, unajua hivyo. Tuongee ukweli, mimi sometimes naandikaga namba 1 2 3 4 5 6 la BCB safi. Is like no matter toka kienda kuanzisha lebo, akaanzisha nini, still Wasafi legacy is it. So it's so good, feel so proud, and inanifanya nione. That's what motivates me to release more artists. Like now, as I told you, I'm releasing more artists. I'm releasing 2 artists as well. Unajua mtu once ukiwa in one way or another una mchango katika jambo analolifanya, yani hata akufanyia ubaya kiasi gani hawezi kupitiliza ubaya kama mtu ambaye hajaye kujua. Yani naambiaga mtu, yani mtu ikiwa tu una mchango ambao positive katika maisha yake, hata ajaribu kukufanyia ubaya kiasi gani hawezi kukufanyia ubaya kiasi. Yani kuna sehemu atabaki na that's want that as human being, na
hawezi kupitiliza.
Na hicho ndo kitu ambacho nafikiri tukifa tunatakiwa kukiacha, kwa sababu huwezi kuacha tu manyimbo manini. Nataka nikifa nikae hivi kabulini, la kuna vitu naviona watu huko wanavulia, kuna mwingine nataka ni posti zao na kaandika hivi. It's so good. It is. Yeah. So super excited, and watu wamsubirie msanii mwingine ni trust me, is artist, and Berlin Platinum is coming. And you know me, I don't play, I don't joke. If you haven't got your ticket, go get your ticket right now. I'm coming to the last time you
exactly. You're gonna be on Friday,
the 29th. We're gonna perform hapo Verti Hall, right? So let's get there, let's sing and dance together.
Yeah, Verti Hall.
And I think we should release the new song from there, maybe before we get to the stage. Yeah,
that would be really good. You're about to drop album. We saw you with Wiz Khalifa, Snoop Dogg, and we saw you with a bunch of American artists. Super exclusive hapa mzee. Who are nani ambaye atakuwa kwa album na kati ya
one of the things that watu wajui,
nao last year.
Nimefanya nyimbo na wasanii wengi. Sasa mimi mtu ambaye sipendagi vitu vangu vitoke paka siku ya kutoka, napenda kushtukiza kama pu to Europe before Ramadan, and I went there. Watu wajajua mimi nimeenda kufanya nini. I didn't tell anybody that I was in UK. Just saw me a clip. I was in the club. Kwa vile tu nimeenda UK, hata yuza kufanya kwa vile mimi nikaenda UK kijinga tu. Yani niende tu nirudi, yani mimi. There must be I've been doing a lot of things, and just for my people, just for kwenye kujaribu kutengeneza heshima muziki wetu, so watu wategemee na wasubirie big things coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's Diamond
Everything is under control, bro. Everything is fine.
Hey, how you doing, bro? Shwari? Everything is fine. People have been so excited when you said you're gonna be joining us live today, and
everything is fine. I'm so excited.
Here,
it's been a while.
How's everything going,
and
bro?
Last time when I was in Berlin, it was a big vibe, so I couldn't wait to see my people this time around. And we're supposed to do it last year, but we couldn't.
Yeah.
Due to some of the things which were out of our control, and we wanted to make it more bigger. So this is the right time, and the day is day after tomorrow. So I'm more than ready.
Exactly, man. When you had your last performance in Germany, I saw it. How excited you are. I saw the performance was really good. What are you telling your people right now? You're coming back in Germany again, and this time you're going to perform in Berlin, in the capital city of Germany.
It has been vibe and big support all the time when I come to Germany, in a way that it makes me feel like Germany is my second home, or is like my other home. So I'm more than excited. The love and support I get from the people is amazing. It's unconditional. I can't even explain it. But I can promise nothing than delivering something big and not letting down, because I know at the end of the day I'm representing my people. Like, I want you guys to be more proud. I want you guys to feel like African music is good. I want you guys to feel like you get artists and all of that. So I'll make sure that I make you all proud, and I respect everybody who come out most of the time when I'm performing. So I don't want to let my people down. So I'll make sure that I make you all proud. Yeah.
Sounds really good. Whenever you perform outside Tanzania, outside Africa, it's a very big news in Tanzania. It's a very big news. I mean, how do you feel about that? How do you feel to see that people in Tanzania are watching your step every day?
Well, I'm a little kid came from
how does it make you feel?
Africa, Tanzania. So the more I'm taking more steps, the more I'm making them proud. I'm making the whole continent proud. So there, of course, it become big news, because from where I came from, it's not easy to get where sometimes I got, and it's like to me, I feel like it's a blessing, and what they've been doing to me is like motivating me so that I can work more harder and make Africa proud. Yeah, and apart from everything, it's like, when I'm on the stage, I don't
Sounds
joke.
good.
I make sure that I deliver. I make sure that I entertain people, and that's all about when you get to the stage. It's like people can hear you in the song, can listen to your song, they can watch you in the music video, maybe acting or something. But when it comes to the stage, they expect you to entertain them, and that's what I've been doing. So when you see me on the stage, it's like I'll be entertaining everybody. I want whoever come to my concert, when I go back home, I want them to think about me. I want them to be. I want me to be their favorite musician. Yeah.
So, sounds really good. I mean, for the people who will come to see you performing in Berlin this time, I want to give you a compliment, man. I mean, I've seen a lot of African artists performing, and I've seen you performing. It's amazing. I just want to say that for me, you are number one performer when it comes to stage controlling and stage management. You're number one performer, artist from Africa, and most of people come to your shows because they know who you are.
I love stage. I love performing. Yeah, I think that's has been one of my weapons when it comes to music. It's like, as I said, I want when a person come to my concert to be entertained, and I want to still stick on their head like there's Diamond Platinums, there's this musician called Platinum. So when they go back home, even if it's your first time coming to my concert, I want you to love me from there. So I try my level best to make sure that I make you happy and I'm your favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's happening on Saturday. Saturday,
For real.
and
People come from
until now, a lot of people have bought a ticket. There are some few people. There, yeah, there's some few people who actually was wondering, is it true or is it not? Because last time we were planning to come, I mean, to have this show, and something happened. But this time, people were wondering if it's true or not. They saw the video, you saying you're coming,
I'm coming.
and now you're really coming. If there's someone who, if there's someone who actually didn't buy a ticket
I
yet,
want them to know that I'm coming.
and
It's
is
been a
watching
while,
live right now.
and I'm so excited, and I miss you guys. And we've got a lot of different songs, and I think I may release my next release when I'm in Berlin as well. Yeah, yeah. So it's like, yeah. So it's like, it's been a
Man,
while, you
that's
know. I
exclusive.
was fasting. I'm Muslim, so I was the holy month of Ramadan. I was fasting and praying. Now it's about that time to drop all the
Yeah,
songs and be a
yeah.
musician. I was in a zone, you know, as a Muslim. So now
So,
it's my right time for me to
hmm,
drop music, because most
yeah,
of the time when I'm fasting, I don't want to drop music. I even sometimes don't record, since I love spending that time praying, you know, doing a lot of things in life. So I prefer that time spending and fasting and praying,
yeah,
at least can see the paradise for this life.
yeah. Sounds 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 dope, bro. Sounds really dope. I want to ask you something. I mean, how does it make you? How does it feel? You've been like number one artist in East Africa for over 10 years right now. For over 10 years, people
Or
coming and go, and people try to reach where you are, and they cannot be there.
yeah,
How does it make you feel,
nah,
man? It's more
first
than
of all,
ten
it's
years.
a
I mean, you've
blessing from
been on
God.
top.
Apart from that,
How is
I
it
work so hard.
possible?
I work so hard. You know, apart from being a musician, I'm an entrepreneur, businessman. So you see transformation sometimes from being a musician and being a businessman. It's not easy, it's very difficult. So I think from business, it taught me how to treat my music in a very respectful way. So to me, I don't think music is just, you know, I think back in the days, people used to feel like
Yeah,
once you're a musician, maybe you're a prophet or something. Now, you're just a musician. It's just a blessing like other person can have. It's just God decided to give you a capital for you to survive in your life. So, like, to me, I take it very serious. I spend more time in the studio. I practice. Uh, it's like I do exercise. Like I do a lot of things. Like I work out. Uh, I dance. I play instruments. Like I've dedicated myself when it comes to music. I've just
yeah.
decided to dedicate myself
Mm,
in music. I don't joke around. When I come to the stage, I perform proper. And if people
yeah,
thought they have seen lots of me, they haven't seen things yet. See what I'm going to do here. Because they're like, this couple 2 years,
man.
I was more into the business, because you know I was investing in different things. Like, and this is the I can even advise other artists as well. I know we're a musician, but then
Yeah,
there's life after music. Like you see, you go to a time that you're not gonna be just musicians.
mm,
Sometimes you know there's other young
and
kids will come, young musician will come, youth, other youth. It's supposed to be the leaders, and you can't be the leader if you continue
definitely.
like you wanna do the same thing all the time. So apart from doing music, I'm also paving my way on my retirement. Like if I'm not gonna be doing music, what will make me alive? What will make me be diamond platinums? What will make people
Yeah,
love and respect me? How will I be able to continue
yeah,
create the path for the next generation? How will I be able to live the life that I want my kids to have? It's like, so these past 2 years I've been doing a lot of those things, so that because I've been in the music industry for more than 10 years. I'm getting 14 years from now, I'm mistaken, 14 years now. So
yeah,
to me, I thought it was the right time for me, apart from whatever the
yeah.
thing that I've been doing as investment. So these past 2 years, I was more serious into those things. I wanted to be very serious in a way that even if
An
I'm not gonna
investment.
be today, even if I won't gonna be
I
doing
see.
music today, I will live the same
I see
life
the
as I've been
move.
doing as a musician. And through that, it taught me a lot of things. One of the things that I've learned, you know, once you're a musician, money comes after you. But once you're doing normal,
Yeah.
you have to go after money. So there's two different things.
Yeah.
So now, sometimes I apply that. I take the
Two
normal way
different.
of
Yeah.
doing business in my music career, which makes it for me, like, as I was telling you, that I respect my career, I respect
Yeah.
music, I respect whatever that I'm doing. So it taught me a lot of things, and
Mm.
yeah, people should expect a lot of things this year. Like, I'm coming different way, totally different. Like the way how I started my year, I started with bongo flavor 100% songs that it's been a
Yeah.
while that I stopped to do. I give them Tapita, I give them as well Zuena. It's like giving them different. I'll be dropping a lot of songs this year.
Yeah. You get this time you are touching
Yeah, because
more the locals
sure.
and you dedicating the East African community more. I want to ask you something about that. Like you mentioned something about you will never be on top forever. There's this question popping up a lot of time. There are a lot of people saying you are being on top for more than 10 years since you came out in the music. But people are kind of saying you're in a
Well,
climax. So what next? You're about to drop down. Do you feel it's a time where you're supposed
the
to? I
problem
mean,
about
do you feel
music is
like
like
you're about to
it's
drop
God
down
that
anytime soon?
blessed me to be a musician. So to me, when I do my music, it's like I just do what I feel like, what I love. It's like I love this song. Let me give them this song. And if you notice,
Yeah.
recently I've been not dropping a lot of songs the way I used to do back in the days. So I was, as I told you, I was into
Yeah.
my investments into creating my paving as well, my future as well, apart from being a musician. So and then this year, I've dedicated this year for
Yeah.
music because past 2 years I was more into those business and all that. But then, even when the
Yeah.
time I was busy doing my stuff, nobody crossed my number. I mean, like, my own numbers have been crazy. So and here I tweeted to say, like, if you could
Yeah.
never get close to my number this past year, then forget about them this year. Because this year I've been dropping a lot of songs.
Yeah.
I've been recording a lot of songs. I'm talking to kids downstairs here.
Yeah.
I've got different huge collabo
Yeah.
from Africa, out of Africa,
Yeah.
my own songs. I was supposed to drop my album last year, but I didn't because
Yeah.
I wanted to give enough time for my album. I was like, you know what? I'm now into these
Yeah.
things. I love planning my stuff. So I was like, I'm going to drop it next year, which is this year. So I'll be
Yeah.
dropping different songs. I've done different collab with different brothers of mine, Tanzania, South Africa, Africa, America, Europe. Like, I've got a bunch of songs in a way that sometimes I'm like,
Uh,
oh, how are they
yeah.
gonna handle all these songs this year? So, yeah.
So for the people who are criticizing you right now, that
No,
it's about time
I
you
mean,
drop,
I don't,
what you're trying to tell them
I
that
don't want to
you're here
stay. I'm
to
just doing
stay.
what I'm
Like
doing. For
you are
them,
here to
it's
stay.
saying, I don't know. To me, I'm like, I'm too natural. Like,
Yeah.
I don't do music to be on top. I just drop music and people love it. Like the way one time I dropped this year, I said, like, you know what? I'm gonna give them bongo flavor. Gave them Zuena, gave them Yatapita, and they were like, and
Yeah.
those songs were only dedicated to me. I was focusing, and it was the song was dedicated to my Swahili community. But when they came out, they were everywhere. They were number two in UK,
Yeah.
different in Canada, US, like everywhere. Germany, it was in my plan. So it's like, to me, I don't do
Even
music
in
to be
Germany.
on top. It's like my work
Yeah.
put me on top, and people just love me. There's nothing I can do about it. It's like, so, but now,
There's the one says that
never,
Jay-Z like to say, says men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie.
never.
You
Yes,
you you've
numbers don't
been
lie.
you're being on the top all the time. When I see like monthly music distribution, you're there on top. And funny thing is for me is it's not only you being on top, but also the people who are coming on your
Yes,
chain. That also like you're
I'm
number one, then
yes,
Rayvani number
like
two, then Harmonize number three. All this is your chain, man. I, where are the other artists from Tanzania? What are they doing? Like always
yeah,
about you and
like
all this number from one to
there
number
was a
five,
time I
all are
said, like, you
coming
know
to you.
what? I think apart from me being a musician, it would be wise if I can be able to empower the artists as well, because there's a lot of artists who have dreams, who can do better in the street, but they don't have platform. They don't have to empower them. So I started empowering different artists,
Yeah.
Harmonize, Rayvani. I went to Lava Lava, Bosso, there's Zuchu now. There's a time I was working with Shimavoko. To me, it was like, I love doing that. And the more they're doing better or they're doing big
Yeah.
is a legacy to me. And at the end of the I love when a person see,
Of
like when a person talk
course.
about Rayvani, you talk about whoever the artist come from my hand. Like if you see, like as you say, like if you look at the numbers, when you see number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, sometimes you can go even to number 6. All yes, yeah, coming from my hand.
All of them
Either
are
if
coming from your
they're
line,
still
man.
working with me or they're not working with me, but that's my legacy. This has been my mission. Like I wanted to see that, like to prove point that as the artists as well, we can empower each other. Like
Yeah.
why don't you? So if I can do that, I can inspire other artists as well. They can do the same thing. But one thing I can advise them, that you need to dedicate yourself, because it's very difficult. It's not that easy. That's why you see most artists, they come out with label and the label doesn't work that much, because as the
Yeah.
artist you have to dedicate yourself. You have to give 100% of you. Sometimes you have to stop doing your music. Sometimes you have to not drop your song so that you can let your artist drop the song. So, which sometimes it become very difficult for other artists, because I feel this, I still want to be there. But to me, I can advise them that even if you stop doing music,
Yeah.
or if you stop dropping music and you let your artist drop music, it gives you profile the same thing. It's like, I'm now about to introduce another artist. I'll be introducing another artist
Yeah.
within a month. I think within a month or within 2 months, I'll be yes, another artist. And trust me, that artist
Wow.
problem. You will see, but a problem.
Is he a
Most
male
of the time when I
artist
drop
or
the
a
artist,
female
I
artist?
don't just take any artist. Like I look at the artist, I look at the talent, because it's very bad for this to give a platform to a person who is not talented. And there's a lot of artists who are talented. So I'm trying to put a person who is very, very talented. Apart from that,
Yeah.
putting in my studio, my home, like my label, and then trying to teach him or teach her what is the best way to become a great artist. I've been doing that to my own artists. Whatever the artist that you see, he wasn't just the artist, because he was everybody was. There used to be artists in other record labels, but then when I take them, I give them techniques and
Yeah.
how you can be
Yeah.
biggest musician, how you can create a hit, how can do controversy,
And they
how you can
and they
make money
use
through
that.
music. And that's why you see most of my artists are doing fine. And I'm super proud. Either if they're in my record label, out of my label, I feel so proud, because I feel like that's me. That's my job. That's my work. Like that. I want to do a lot of that. Sure.
Sounds really good. I mean, there are a couple of questions that I would like to ask you before we wind up.
Yeah.
I just want to ask you one thing
Sure.
about when you're coming to German, you're going to perform on Saturday.
Yeah.
Do you think, and you promise people you're going to drop album this year, something like, do you think about probably launching Wasafi record label in Europe? Maybe, like you have been in Africa, maybe Wasafi record label in Europe, and basically
Well,
probably basically German or
yeah,
other countries in Europe. Do you think about something like that? So that you
again.
be like universal.
Well,
You talk
I
Wasafi
think
as
one
in,
of the things
you
that
know,
we did this year, we have uh expanded our management from not only being in Tanzania or Africa. We just got different team in Europe, in the US, and that's what we've been working on as a record label. Because uh, the dream is not just to get the musician to be bigger in the continent; it's to be bigger out of the continent as well. So we've expanded uh,
yeah,
our management, got different branches in different countries, different zones, so that it can be more easy for the artists from here to cross over. So talking about PR, talking about plugger, talking about like whichever the thing that can make the artist become bigger in that country. it's very difficult because first of all you have to put a lot of money, and when it comes to a country like music, it's a huge business. So it's not something that you can just come here with your stories or something, and people, when they look at you, they feel like this is diamond platinums, and when they see the numbers of the artists, what comes to the head first is money. So negotiating with them and having a contract on how they can push the artists, how they can promote Tanzanian music or artists from here, it was a little bit not that easy. So we did that, and people should expect to see our artists now in different countries doing better than how they used to do back in the days. And I'm sure that's what the record label in West Africa they've been doing. They did that before us, because for us it was difficult before, because we wanted to make sure that we conquer the continent first, because the east of Africa, it's not easy to conquer the continent. You need to be very smart, have a proper team, proper strategies, proper budget. So for us, it was the continent first. After the continent being established in other continents as well, like Europe, like US. So yes, at the record label. So now we're so happy to wait and see the talents from Tanzania doing way bigger in different zones.
Something I should ask you about your performance.
Yes.
People are more excited. There are people from Tanzania right now, watu wanataka kununua tiketi, lakini of course walikuwa wengine wanawaza labda tiketi inaweza ikawa ni kitu gali kutokana na vitu kama hivyo, lakini mimi nataka niwaambie tu kwamba Simba is more, yani Simba ni bei kubwa sana. Kwa hiyo watu wanunua tiketi,
tunakuja kuwafanya wawe proud of you bana. Na of course tunapenda tunavyoenda kusupport wanamuziki tofauti tofauti katika nchi tofauti tofauti, lakini of course najua ni raha kiasi gani anapokuja mtoto wa nyumbani, unamjua yes, unaenjoy, na ni siku yetu kama watu tunaongea lugha ya Kiswahili pia pamoja, tuite marafiki zetu wa nchi zingine hapo bana. Exactly. Kwa pamoja tukutane pale tu.
Bana unakuja sana, unakuja kifupi na mwenyewe. One last, two last questions. One of it ni kwamba you have mentioned being proud of the artists that have coming through your ends and all that stuff.
Unapenda tunachokifanya?
Unaweza kutuchangia kuanzia shilingi 500.
Bonyeza linki kwenye maelezo ya video zetu,
au bonyeza kwenye bana yetu palipoandikwa unga mkono SNS.
Asante. Wewe ni mwana SNS wa kweli.